Hello everybody, my name is Alf. I'm an artist, creator. I'm very creative. I decorate and I do things up. I'm very resourceful and I make the most of everything that I have. So today, this is a very long awaited video, but I just didn't get round to it. So today I am going to be sharing how I live in a very tiny space. This one room that I'm standing in now is a lounge. It's supposed to be my lounge, but it has a kitchen in it. This is supposed to be a 2-bedroom flat, but in all reality, it is actually a large 1-bedroom or a 1-bedroom flat. So this is a lounge, a kitchen, a dining room, and actually it's also where I keep all my art stuff. And I'm going to talk you through how for the past year I'm finally happy with the way the room is, and it's functional, and I'm happy with the way it all works. And I just want to walk you through and talk you through exactly how each area works. It is possible to live in a very, very small space. Obviously, we do have 2 bedrooms as well. It should be 1 bedroom because the front bedroom is supposed to be a lounge. And this area here is supposed to be a kitchen diner originally when these places were made. And the room next door, so that's the hall there behind me. And that there is, that door there leads to the bathroom and to a little lobby area that I'll be doing another video on. I've made into a little, not nursery, a little playroom for my grandchildren. Let's put the phone straight. So yes, so now I'm just going to first of all show you everything and then walk you through it and ramble on a little bit and show you how things work for me. In a space like this, I do find that it doesn't take much for the whole place to look like a total mess. So you do have to be organised, you do have to be mindful, you do have to have an area for everything if a space like this is going to work. I've had to make it work because if you've got a small space, you still want to live happy and you still want a nice, cosy, functioning space to live in. Anyway, enough of me rambling on. I'm going to now just show you the space without me rambling on too much, and then I'm going to walk through everything. This shouldn't be a very long video. Okay, yes, did I say my name was Alf? It is Belgian. And I keep forgetting to say who I am in the very beginning of videos. So yes, my name is Alf. Welcome to my channel. I also have an art channel, which I haven't really posted very much on at the moment. Okay then, let's show you. So I'm coming in from the hall. I'm just showing you around slowly, going around in a full circle. That's my lovely bay window. Finally got some new windows. I think to show you this part of the kitchen, and that's where I started. So let's go back this way. So this is my kitchen, and that is also my kitchen. So in this room we have a kitchen, we have a dining room, and we have let's come over here to show you. We have that's part of the kitchen still. This is my lounge. That's my lounge. It's a sofa bed, and that's also my lounge, a unit with a lot of things in, and the telly. So that and that is my lounge. So this area here, my sofa, my unit that I painted only a couple of months ago, and matching furniture, that is my lounge diner. So my lounge diner. This and this and this. So this area here is my kitchen diner. So I have a lounge diner, a kitchen diner. So we have a lounge, a kitchen, a dining room, and one more room in this place. And guess what that is? My study. All my study, all my art studio, all my art stuff is in this unit. So I think I'll start with this unit actually. So yes, I'll start with this unit. So everything, all of my art stuff is in this unit. This unit somebody gave to me. His name was Steve, because rest in peace, Steve. He was somebody that I looked after quite a long time ago. We got on very well. And he gave me this. It was brown at the time. And it's a monk's bench. So recently, when I did all this furniture up, I painted everything the same colour. I sanded down the monk's bench, as well as all the rest of the furniture. Sanded it down, primed it, at least a couple of coats of paint, a couple of coats of primer to start with. Then I filled in all these details, a couple of coats of varnish at the end. That was all the furniture actually. And then I've got some of this material left. It's like that vinyl tablecloth material, and I used a staple gun and I covered the chairs, the chairs. I painted the chairs the same way, but I painted the chairs, the table, the same way, and the unit over there the same way. It's like a two-tone in blues and greens and a light green. So this is all a matching set. The table, the chairs, and the unit over there in my lounge, they're not matching, but I painted them all matching. So this table I've had for a long time. As I said, the monk's bench I haven't had for so long, but somebody gifted me that, as I've already said. And we have, out of a set of 4 chairs that I've had for at least 20 years that came with this table, I only have 2 left because the other 2 were beyond repair. I've repaired these and reupholstered them. They're not great, but I've never had a go at upholstering with this type of material or any type of material. So I got myself a staple gun and upholstered this seat here and the 2 chairs, and I'm very proud of it, and I'm pleased with it. So this is my little lounge dining area, all painted and reupholstered. So in here is all my art stuff. So we've got a tray for all the different things. I will make this into another video one day, but I can do a whole video on this. Really, most of my art stuff is in here. I went out in July and I bought quite a lot of art things. There's my paints in there, all my art markers and fine liners in another one. that's all my papers and bits and pieces. This is actually I bought for my granddaughter, but I sometimes do use them. It's more of a children's one than a proper art set. Yeah, so that's that. So that's actually 4 rooms in one. So let's start here. So this blanket I've had a long time. As you can tell, I love blues. I'm beginning in my old age to like more flowery stuff than just plain blues. These 2 cushions I've had for quite a long time. When I used to have a little office when I used to have a little care company. This is very old. This is, oh, it's upside down. Oh, look, and there's a cut. Look, you can tell that I haven't tidied up properly. Where am I going to put these paintbrushes now? And oh my goodness, yeah, well, just chuck them in there. Oh my goodness, I don't even know how to, I don't want to start this video again, but I don't know how to edit yet. Anyway, so the paintbrushes have gone, so, and the cushion was upside down. So this is a little Union Jack theme in blue. That cushion, gosh, I've had this at least 15 years. This about 7. These about 7 years, and it came from my office. But this is new. This is relatively new. I think I bought that Christmas. It was for sale in the range at Christmas. This Christmas just gone. So it's quite Christmassy, but we really like it. So we're keeping it there, even though it is May now. This lovely blanket, I did treat myself to this back in August. This is from the range as well. So that it's a case of making the most of what you already have and you don't want to throw away and is clean and decent. And then when you can afford it, throwing a few new things in. So these curtains are relatively new, and the curtain pole I put up quite recently as well. These are from the range as well, and this is from the range as well. I'm making a good, I don't get paid for this or anything, but I'm just telling you as it is. I do buy when I buy things, I will say where I bought it from. So I'm doing quite a good advert for the range. It's very reasonable, it's very good quality, and there's also quite a lot of choice. So I'm in my lounge still. This is old. That little thing is quite new, but it doesn't have any batteries in. But it's always good to have some little lanterns in case we got no electricity, which has happened in London yesterday and also in Europe. Don't want to dwell too much on my little children. When they were little, you wouldn't know who they are. And I like these little, this was a Christmas little thing, but these are great if you don't have any lights. They're great, you just put them on, they've just got a little battery in. Okay, now I can't turn it off. Oh, I'll turn it off later. Dropped it upside down. Anything else? So the little Daydreamer, that was an absolute steal from Primark. I think that was something ridiculous, like £1 or £1.50, but it's cute. And these as well are from Primark. Just take my hairs off there. I did clean before I did this video. And this little squirrel was made by my grandmother in Belgium, my mamie. So yes, so that's my little lounge area. I'm going to put my ottoman back together, and that's how is. Oh no, what's happened to my? I haven't discussed my Cat Kidston towel. So this towel, it is a kitchen towel, but it's from Cat Kidston, which is, I don't even know if they. I thought that they weren't around anymore, but anyway, they used to be a well-known name and very pretty. I never used to buy anything like that for myself because it was quite pricey. for a kitchen towel, but my daughter bought it for me, so I never ever use it as a kitchen towel. I just use it as a little ornamentally thing to make my stuff look nice. What else do I have to say? This is from Austria. Years ago, one of my uncles in Belgium bought me. This is Superman coaster from a shop. From a shop that I used to own. I had the whole set, but for some reason we've only got one left. You don't need to know about my glasses. This is a Brassezot. I am Belgian, so for any Belgians out there, goeiedag and hallo. So this I borrowed, stole, took. I don't usually steal, but they don't mind. Just as a souvenir, last time I went to Belgium, I was in a pub, and that's that really. We won't dwell on that. They don't last very long though, because they're like cardboard. This lovely vase that goes with everything I like, and it's blue, and it certainly goes with my table. I found one day somebody was chucking some stuff out. Thank you universe, thank you God. Sometimes you just find things, I just come across things and you just feel blessed. That was a couple of years ago. I think this is from the range, Frosty Morning Candle. These are very, very old. I had better not bore you too much, we're already on 12 minutes. This is my, so I've done my lounge, haven't I? Everything in my lounge. I think we'll go to the kitchen now. So the kitchen, oh yeah, these boxes, I've got to mention the boxes. These boxes, this box is, because I don't have many kitchen units, it's full of food stuff. And I've showed you what's in my ottoman. This here, so this is an extension of the kitchen. So the kitchen is a fridge that somebody gave me back in 2020. A fridge that I bought back in 2020, but I'd already bought that little fridge when somebody gave me that one as well. And when there's 2/3/4 people on and off living in your house, then you do need 2 fridges really. This stool I use for when my granddaughter comes over and she sits here. This little unit down below, yeah, then I swap them around. So this little unit down below has got all my cookbooks in. And so this is kitchen, and it comes all the way along here. And then here is kitchen as well. If this was my property and I wasn't renting, I would take those units, sorry, putting my hand right in the middle of it, those units and put them over there. So this would be much more functioning as a kitchen diner, because your kitchen would be totally over there. So that bit would be there, where my artwork is. And it would, and this here, you'd have that area free to put the table, instead, and all this would be lounge area, and I think it would work much, much, much better. So what else do I have to tell you? Sorry, my voice went up there. Just really showing you, so up there really, I was going to get up there and film at the same time, which would be easier. So what have I got up there? I've got some, I can see a lantern and some lights and bits and pieces and essential stuff in one box. I've got some tall bottles that don't fit in the cupboard in another box. I've got some baking stuff. When the grandkids, especially one grandchild, the older one, comes, all my baking stuff in there, a baking book for the kids, a kids baking book, and loads of cutters, loads of stuff for them to do in there. It's all together. And oh, that's my medicine. At the end is my medicine pot. I'm going to go quickly through these cupboards, just show you what's in everything. So as you can see, it's not as organised as it usually is. This is all cleaning stuff there. I've got loads of it. I must take one of my bleachers into the bathroom. Some gloves in case I do something yucky. My bag of bags, like everybody's got. A couple of little bowls, couple of little trays in there. My washing machine that somebody gave me for just 50 quid, and it washes a dream. It's brilliant. Pardon me. So back in July, I treated myself to these lovely all matching bowls, plates and side plates from the range. These came free with cheesecake. There's all my Tupperware pots, bits and pieces. My daughter keeps using these little plastic pots that are in there and then losing them and forgetting them. And I say to her, they're not free, you know. So this is stuff that you all may know, just loads of stuff that you occasionally use, but recently I haven't been using them much, and I do need to. When you can afford to buy a little bit better food, you eat better food, and you don't need to rely on canned goods. So some of these are probably out of date, but it's good to have a little supply of some canned stuff. But to be honest, recently I haven't been using it. What's up there? A few bits and pieces, a few more medicine bits. This I haven't sorted out for a long time, to be honest, but we are moving soon. I must add that to this video. That's why I wanted to get this video done now, so that all my hard work is not for nothing, and just to show you that it is possible to live in a small place. So up there, as you may already have noticed, I'm quite old-fashioned. So when I could afford it, I went out and got lots of kitchen stuff, but nothing too fancy. I like the weighing scale. Up there is my weighing scale. I like the weighing scales that are old-fashioned and you don't have to plug in, because what will we do when there is no electricity, like has just happened in Europe and in London yesterday? What if it's a prolonged period? We have to have the stuff that we can use that doesn't require electricity. Saying that, that's a sandwich maker which does require electricity. This is very old now, my microwave, and this is obviously self-explanatory. My toaster, my kettle. As you can see, I try to be as tidy as possible, but as I said, I am old-fashioned, and that is my pot of crisp and dry or fat or whatever I'm using at the moment, because I'm probably going, no, I'm not doing chips tonight, but I might do chips tomorrow, so I've left it there for tomorrow. Every morning I try to be organised and think what I'm having for dinner. So we're having macaroni cheese with chicken, and I'm going to do a nice salad with that. It reminds me of what I'm doing and that I'm organised. So here is my flavours cupboard, or one of them anyway. These are our special mugs. I'm going to rush through this quickly now because I'm on 19 minutes. I was aiming for no longer than 20 minutes. So yeah, that's my bits and pieces cupboard. These are like my hot chocolate, honey, and bits and pieces that don't belong anywhere else, and some cooking stuff. This one is my cups, my other cups that aren't my special cups. We like our personal cups in the other one. And then just other bits and pieces for like my granddaughter's stuff, my bottles that you need the tall bit for. Oh yes, and up there is, I treated myself to a filter, a water filter, but I've never really used it, and that little blue box is the stuff that you put in it, but I've never really read the instructions or used it yet. So I think I've said everything. That's obviously self-explanatory. Right, okay, so I'm going to go through once more. So kitchen, lounge, diner, art studio, seating area, lounge, garden, waste disposal, kitchen. that's it really, and it has worked for us, especially the last year. Before this, I had the lounge area here, but it was very, very cramped. It didn't work as well as this, so yes, I am pleased with this. And this video is not just a showcase to you. Oh, I'm going to turn you around actually. Right, so yeah, so I've missed out a couple of important cupboards. So in here we have the pasta and rice cupboard, and I bought, back in July, I bought a few things for my kitchen. So I bought these lovely canisters that I can put my rice, pastas in, and I use those first before I open new packets. My potatoes, and this is all of my pots and pans. These ones here and this pan here are new, that I bought back in July. This is a Tefal pan and I absolutely love it. It's the best 20 quid I've ever spent in my life, I think. This I've had for absolutely years. These I've had for years, but I chucked loads of stuff away at the time that I wasn't using. I've just got one baking tray there, but as we're moving soon, I had to declutter. And just this one. So in here I have all my spices, all my cereals in these pots. That's my tea, and some more spices down there. This drawer, my cutlery, bits and pieces, my big spoons, and my cutlery drawer. And I think that's it. Yes, I think that's it. Is there anything wrong? Yeah, that's it really. That's how I wanted to do this video, to showcase, if anybody panics, is shown a small flat with maybe 2 bedrooms or 1 bedroom, and they've got a tiny lounge there. If you're organised enough and you have an area for everything, it will work, and you make the most of everything you have. Like if you have an old unit and you think, oh, so basically, I didn't really discuss that unit over there. So all this furniture was old furniture. Put you back a bit. All this furniture was old furniture, but good quality old furniture. You sand it down, you prime it, paint it, varnish it, all matching. And on the unit that I showed you, or the only unit here, I purchased some nice new knobs for it, and it's nice and new. I just need to varnish. Sorry, why did I do that? I just need to varnish, give everything maybe one more coat of varnish. And yeah, that concludes my little video of my tiny space living. I'm possibly going to be living in an even tinier space, but that's a video for another day, and I won't really be, I really don't know where I'm going to be, so I don't know. But at least I've got this on video, and hopefully it will help some of you and give you some encouragement that it can be done. You don't need a dining room and a lounge and a kitchen, even though it would be nice. And for the money that I am paying here, I should have had a separate lounge and a kitchen diner. But because I was paying that much money, wherever I go, I do try to make the most of everything that I have. And yes, it took quite a long time, but I finally got it nice, and I'm fine, and now I'm moving out. But yes, I hope you enjoyed my video. If you like my channel and you liked this video and it helped you in any way, and it gave you some encouragement that small spaces can work if you are organised enough, then yes, please like my video and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye.